let's talk real quick about the right and wrong way to tie a plastic bag. This is the way that most everyone ties plastic bags, right? I mean, unfortunately, this is just horrible, and it's not their fault. They just don't know better. They're just uncivilized. And they usually further degrade themselves by then trying to shred this part of the bag like some kind of a tiger, trying to get the innards of a zebra with their claws and their teeth like some kind of animal, or they have to use their fingernails to untie it like some kind of a filthy fingernail prostitute. It's just bad. So a little trick is, if somebody does give you a bag that's tied this way and you have to untie it, first of all, you should probably just smack that person because they don't know the right way to tie a bag. And then if you can twist the top side of the bag, and that gives it a stiffness that makes it a bit easier to feed back through the loop and untie it by just twisting the top of the bag. But let's get on to the right way, because it's better to just stop the savagery before it begins by just tying it correctly to begin with. So put some crap in there. I don't know, Nightcrawler, sure. Perfect. And this is just a tweak. It's very similar to the wrong way, but instead of putting the tip of the bag through to pull the knot, you just want to pinch it 2 or 3 inches above the tip of the bag and pull it through this way. And you want to pull down on the contents of the bag to tighten it like this. So you just pull down on the drugs or drug money or whatever you're keeping in your bag. Personally, I like to store drugs and weapons inside plastic produce bags. I'll do that again in slow-mo. Okay. Pinching just above the top of the bag and then pulling down on the contents of the bag. And that leaves you a little release valve. It makes a little loop here for your thumb, so your thumb can be like a little superhero with a cape, or what if you want. Alright, great. And then this release valve lets you untie it super easily. But what if you're like, oh no, but my bag has handles. What do I do? Well, same thing. You just keep the handles together when you're tying the knot. See? Keep the handles together down there. Again, pull down on the contents of the bag. And you want to make sure both of these loops are out so that it acts as a release valve. The only downside to this is that you can't really have a handle when you use the handles in a knot. So what most people do, again, this is horrible, is they just tie a simple square knot, or I guess that's maybe called a granny knot. Sorry, yeah, they just tie a simple knot that's hard to untie. And I wouldn't do that unless I was tying off a trash can, because I'm not the only one who uses Walmart bags for trash liners, right? But if I ever want to be able to open this bag again, and I want to have handles, you just stick your hands inside each of the handles and crisscross. So grab the right with the left, and grab the left with the right, and just pull them through each other and just crisscross like a, I don't know, it's like strangers on a train, you know? Just grab each other, each one grabbing the other, boom. And now you get to use the handles. And this is still pretty easy to untie. I mean, it's not as easy as the first one I showed you, but it's way better than tying it like some kind of horrible trash knot. Anyway, that's it. Enjoy. Go forth. Sin no more.